On today's episode of the housing market. It is what it is. So, with all the news out there about crazy interest rates rising, home prices off the charts, inventory is down, mortgage arms are back in the market, fractionalization, Airbnbs, tiny homes. What is this? What does it all mean? I don't know. I don't have the crystal ball. What it means to me is that people still need a place to live. And in this country, um, you get to choose where you live. The money is not free. Man with the gold makes the rules, i.e., the bank. Some of that is evolving with some cryptocurrencies, some NFTs, fractionalization, fractional ownership, uh, all kinds of interesting things coming down the pike. But for right now, what everything means today is you still need a place to live. You can still get a reasonable interest rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage to get yourself a place to live, a secure place, not be at the mercy of Wall Street corporations that are snatching up these institutional investors that are snatching up everything that's available out there. It's not easy. Um, it's tougher than it should be for that reason, but there's still an opportunity out there. Um, I truly believe that. And it just boils down to availability, cost, where your ability to where you can live, what you can afford. Um, that payment, that 30-year fixed mortgage payment, really is an important piece of the puzzle. If you can afford that now, you presume that down the road you can do the same. Uh, get yourself into a home, knowing what your exposure is for the next 30 years. Um, Again, not at the whims of Wall Street or landlords. There are plenty of really good landlords out there, and there's also a bunch of crappy landlords. And you don't want to be on the end of that deal. Um, so, I guess, point being that I'm in the real estate business. Full disclosure there. And I have been in this business since 2005. So, I've seen the boom, the bust, the recovery, the subsidies that have come from the government to support the market. There is no other asset class or part of the economy that's subsidized more than housing. The government's been doing quantitative easing for a decade, pumping money into the economy, printing money, which has pushed home prices beyond um, our comprehension. Really, um, something that was $100,000 5 years ago is now $200,000. That doesn't seem possible in most markets. In some of your hot markets, Phoenix, Carolinas, California is just an outlier. Who knows what's going on there from day to day? But some of these other markets have just gone crazy, and that bleeds into the Midwest, the blue collar areas that have for years just been a kind of a stagnant area to deal with. But we're seeing that availability of cash, just like in everything else. Um, our market is flush with cash. At the same time, there's a scramble for cash to be in a safe haven in today's current inflationary market. Um, we're just in unprecedented times all over the board. But at the end of the day, back to my original point, all of those things are out of our control. And it is just what it is. And the most important thing you need to do is find a place to live, somewhere, something you can afford, um, live your life there, uh, deal with food and gas prices as they come, and do your best to battle it out and make your way. Um, like if I had the crystal ball, I'd certainly share it with everyone. But again, it is what it is. All right. Thanks for your time. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And I don't know, try this again sometime. See what happens.